Here we go. I'll play Lord Ironfist. Gateway, scenario number 1. You have established a foothold in the new land. This small island is fiercely contested by 3 other factions, all vying to capture the strategic town, Gateway. The town is located in the center of the island and so dominates its surroundings that the other factions will surrender to the lord that captures it. Beware the Dragon Guardian of Gateway. So this game doesn't screw around. You have to fight the most powerful unit in the game. Okay, so this is the basic overworld map. Pretty simple. Let's go to the Night Castle. I have the Castle of Fountainhead. This is my hero. He has his attack, defense, spell power, knowledge, basic stats. What happens is, I'm trying to remember what knowledge does. Okay, knowledge in this game is the amount of times you can cast a spell. Think Final Fantasy 1, where you can cast, say, your best spell 3 times a day. It's kind of like that. You basically have to replenish your hero's magic points. I think that's how it works in this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. And spell power is it's a multiplier. So if you have a spell that does 10 damage, then it's multiplied by the number of spell power you have. So if you have 10 spell power, a 10 damage spell actually deals 100 points of damage. The attack skill actually enhances how much damage your units deal in combat, as heroes aren't actively part of it. Yes, you can use the hero once every full round, but all you can do with the hero is issue orders, which is, you know, surrender or retreat, or cast a spell. Now, your units, these little numbers here, 39, that means I have 39 peasants, and it shows their base stats here, and attack and defense. So obviously if I have like a knight or a barb hero, I'll have really good attack and defense stats, so my basic units will be better than my opponents, but at the cost of spell power. Now, speed is actually important. Whoever has the fastest speed not only moves furthest on the screen, but also gets to act first in combat. Now, morale is basically a % chance for the unit to get a second turn in a row, but if you have low morale, then you have a chance to just skip that unit's turn. And luck is basically critical. If you have no luck, which is, I believe, normal luck, you cannot get crits. And I believe there's 3 tiers of luck, and 3 tiers of morale above neutral. Neutral obviously is 0% either way. I don't believe there's no bad luck in the game. I don't believe. So, enough explaining about basic mechanics. You can see the morale here. I've got 2 morale, so because I'm a knight hero, I get +1 morale to all my troops, because all 4 hero classes have different bonuses. The best hero class is the barbarian, because unlike Heroes 2, where stats are completely different, like special abilities, heroes basically just come with 1 ability built in depending on the race, and Barb is the best because they ignore difficult terrain. Difficult terrain really impairs how far you can move in a turn. So, how macro works in this is you basically build 1 building here a day, and a day is basically a turn. This is turn-based strategy, so I already have an archery range and a thatched hut. Those are my tier 1 and 2 production facilities. I need a well and a thatched hut to build a blacksmith, so I'll build a well this turn, which increases my production to 2 per week. Weeks are pretty simple, self-explanatory. I'll train my max amount of peasants and max amount of archers. Just throw them in the same stack, and let's go off. Now this is gold on the ground. I can pick that up. You can basically do that with anything in the game. Lots of goblins. This only gives you a guesstimate value of how many troops there are in a stack. This game is very loose about it because, like, what it does, like, lots could be, like, say, 15 to 25 or 15 to 30, and then 31 to 50 is, like, the next tier. It goes all the way up to 100 plus, which is zounds. So if you see zounds, then, yeah. Usually you only see that in peasants. So I just hit the hourglass, which skips my turn. These are important. Sawmills. I get 2 extra lumber per day. Now, gold, you get 1,000 per castle per day, and I think 250 per town per day. That's how you do it, plus gold mines, which are 1,000 a day. Everything else you get 2 ore or 2 lumber per mine, and precious resources, you only get 1 of each per day. Crystal, mercury, and gems and sulfur. Gems are the most worthless one now because only the Mage Guild requires gems. You can have 4 tiers of Mage Guild in Heroes 1. So now that I have a well, I'll build a blacksmith. Sorry about explaining so many of the mechanics, but I just want to, for those first-time viewers who have no idea what the crap this game is about, I want you to know what's going on so I don't just fly through the game and you're like, huh? Although I'm pretty sure you can figure it out. So, there's a horde of peasants. I'll actually, let's engage them, just for fun. Oh, they want to join me. Thank you. Now I don't have to fight them. So I have 112 peasants, so there are about 50 peasants there, so I guess a horde is 50 plus. And, of course, you saw the little thing at the bottom right-hand corner. That means the enemies are taking a turn. In every level but the boss levels, there is one of the other races. These maps are exactly the same. Like, the knight always spawns in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. I think bottom left is sorceress. You don't have to wipe them out to win. Now, jousting is... Oh, armory's next. I need a tavern. Tavern increases morale for castle defense. Thieves Guild actually gives you information on enemy heroes. The more Thieves Guilds you have, which means you have to capture more towns, give you more detailed information. So it's actually kind of important. So let's capture the ore mine. The advantage to knights is they're the cheapest. You only require a little bit of crystal to build your tier 6 structure, and any other precious resource you want is for your mage guild. That's it. Now, gold is almost always better in from treasure chests in Heroes 1 because heroes kind of suck dick in Heroes 1, let's be honest. It's more Might and Magic versus Heroes of Might and Magic. So, another 50 plus peasants. If they want to join me, I'm lucky. Because there isn't actually innate talents you can get to buff your chances of units joining you. You just have to get lucky, and yeah, I got 188 peasants. That sounds like a lot, but peasants melt like butter. The best thing you can do with peasants is if you have them in your army, then what you want to do is have them avoid all damage if possible and get one hit off on an enemy unit, because 200-300 stack of peasants can one-shot something pretty strong. But they have 1 hit point each, so they die very quick. Okay, so jousting area is next. As you can see, it requires a lot of lumber, so it was really good that I got that lumber early because my next... Tier 6 is my next, which is for paladins. 20 lumber, so it'll be a while before I can build a cathedral. But I have a good enough army to go around killing stuff now. I'll probably wait until the second week to try and capture Gateway. Now you can see how good cavalry are. Morale blood, which is +3. The reason why I have +3 is because I have a tavern, so while I'm at home I get the extra morale. Yeah, so skip. And the music actually plays a little longer. The house gives you, oh, peasants. Peasants are good, if you're a knight. Now I could build a Thieves Guild, but no point. And at this point in the game, probably earlier than this, you actually want a second hero, and you split your starting forces up to macro as quickly as possible, but this is map 1, it doesn't matter. So here's our first battle. Lots of goblins. So, yeah, just a bunch of goblins. I don't have any spells, as you can see, so I either have Surrender, which is only for other heroes, or Retreat. Retreating is bad because you actually lose your whole army. I'll just move forward a teensy bit. This game is like so kiddie and cartoonish, it's just cute. I find it cute, but that's me. May as well just move my guys forward. Oh yeah, I forgot. Archers are slow in this game, they're the same speed as frickin' peasants. Alright, so let's wipe out these goblins. See, one shot, just wipe them out. Goblins actually have pretty decent attack power. And units, if they survive, they retaliate once per turn. Some units are actually negate the retaliation thing, so you gotta watch out for that. Because some units do have special abilities. Swordsmen are pretty sturdy, so I don't mind them getting the first hit off. And that's that. 120 experience points. It doesn't really do much. Campfires are always nice, though. Get extra stuff. Usually you get a bit of gold and a bit of precious resource. In this case, I got sulfur, which is good if you're a warlock because you need sulfur for dragons, but yeah, see, I gained 1 knowledge. Kind of janky. I'll just take the gold, though. I do not mind taking gold. 13, so I'll just wait until... I'm not going to get paladins this game. I think paladins would be a little bit of a waste. Now you can see they're all going after Gateway. It did say in the description, though, that it is guarded by a dragon. Dragons are the most powerful unit in the game. They do an AoE Fire Breath, they have 300 hit points, and they are also immune to magic. The common way to lose this map is to, other than, of course, to get eliminated by them capturing your castle and killing your hero, or them capturing, you having no town or castle for 1 week. I believe it's 1 week, and then your armies will abandon you, and you have to GG. So you can't, while the computer does fantasy GG, because they never surrender, you can't like BM lift off a command center and float it to the top right of the map to not get eliminated. Ooh, this guy wants to pick a fight, so let's see how we do. Aviv Green is Barbarian, so he's got a couple ogres. I can actually attack the wolves first, so let's go do that. 8 knights are pretty good. I just got hit by, it looks like a slow, which also kind of lowers my initiative. That sucks. Ogres, luckily, are really slow, so they shouldn't be able to hit my knights from there. Knights are they still fast? That can't be right. I guess the tooltip doesn't change. As you can see, the computer, they have a default thing. They always go for your archers first. Always your ranged units. I'll wipe out their, I think their peasants are more threatening than the archers right now. And he retreats. The computer actually is conservative. The reason why it retreats is because it, if a hero's carrying a bunch of powerful relics, then if you kill the hero, then you actually get all the relics for yourself. There's the dragon. It says a few dragons, which is, I believe, 1 to 4. We'll engage this other hero. He's from the yellow guys, which is the sorceress, I believe. He's got some elves. Some little elves. I'm gonna move... I'll move max distance. I should be fine from this. Ooh. Miscalculated, but there I lost lost one of my cavalry. That sucks. And here's the thing, yeah, elves do 2 shots a turn. The benefit to running a sorceress army is that you will always strike first with most of your units. Aside from dwarves, sorcerers are extremely quick. I didn't even kill all the elves. Now here's a smart tactic. Pro tip number 1. Move in and attack the peasant. And because I am within melee range of this elf, the elf could only stab my knight, which does almost no damage as compared to his 2 shots at my archers. That doesn't matter because I got my extra morale proc, so strike again, wipe him out. Since it wasn't his turn, he couldn't surrender, but he was only one of their macro heroes, I like to call them. Well, I don't like to call them that, I just came up with that out of my ass right now, so... it'll be a couple more days before I can get paladins. I'll probably actually... I'm gonna save, because... If I kill the dragon, wipe to Gateway, then one of their heroes will move in, capture it, and I'll lose the map. So, let's just call it Gary Oak. It all caps itself on purpose. Let's go try and kill the dragons. Here we go. The best thing you can possibly do is to split your units. Move my guy over here. So his cone will only hit one thing. He'll kill my archers. This will be my retaliate. Yeah, I've got this dragon killed pretty easily, I think. I've got 228 peasants. Let's see how much damage they do. 80 damage. And my knight's gonna hit. 49. The dragon's nearly dead. Yeah, I lost all my archers, but it's a sacrifice. I got the surround on him, and the dragon dies, so I lost a fair handful of units, but hey, I killed the dragon, and I gained a defense point. So now, I'll move into Gateway itself. Gateway is defended by 21 archers, only 3 pikemen. Okay, 3 pikemen is easy. I only have 2 archers left, but no matter. This pikeman's actually moving to defend the archers as opposed to hitting my cavalry. So the computer isn't completely stupid in HoMM, which is cool. Yeah, I lost my archers, but whatever. I only have 2 left, so I'll move in and strike the pikemen. Hopefully, there we go, good. So now I can just move in with my guys. The archers are going to have to attack my knight, and I'll kill them. Yeah, I can tank damage. 15 peasants, 5 damage, no big deal. Wipe out the peasants, move in with the pikemen. It doesn't kill them, but the archers are going to hit something and get retaliated on. And the archers are dead, so that is GG. Mission number 1 is complete. Gateway has fallen. The other lords have abandoned their castles and fled. They have alerted their homelands and now gather their forces. Speed is of the essence. So, that is Heroes of Might and Magic Level 1 complete. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.